Going to be doing some Pendulum Magician test hands this time, not Mermail for once. If you guys want to see a deck profile of this Pendulum Magician deck, it was my previously uploaded video, so be sure to check that out. It's pretty much just pure Pendulum Magician, although I am playing the Endymion cards in the Spellcaster, Spell Counter type engine, if you want to call it that, with Abductors, stuff like that. So, first hand, we got Mythical Beast Jackal King, Spellbook of Knowledge, Magical Abductor, Allure of Darkness, and a Purple Poison Magician. So, we're going to have to dig here. We're definitely going to have to dig here. This hand, these 5 cards, we don't have much we can do with it unless we draw into other stuff. So the thing is, I could normal summon the Abductor if I really wanted to, because that'll ensure that I can get a Jester Confident, make a Link 2, and make a Beggar Pendulum play. But it means that I most likely won't get Servant, and at the very worst, I could also Spellbook of Knowledge it. Also, one thing with this deck, this particular variant Pendulum Magician, pretty vulnerable to hand traps, has a very, very, very high ceiling, probably the highest ceiling out of like any deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever, but it has a lot of flaws still with hand traps, stuff like that. So let's just normal summon the Abductor. I don't typically normal summon, I prefer to put it in the scale. We're going to use an Allure of Darkness to get a counter on Abductor. We're going to draw another Jackal King and a Duelist Alliance. Okay, so we're going to banish one of our Jackal Kings because we don't really need it. We are going to go for the Duelist Alliance. That's going to put 2 on the Abductor, and we are going to get ourselves a copy of Pendulum Call. As you guys, and as I'm sure you guys could see, this particular hand would die to a couple of hand traps. So for this test hand video, we're not going to play through hand traps. We're just going to show you what the deck can do. Pretend like our opponent is not playing any hand traps. So we have 2 counters on Abductor. And now here, I don't know if I want to pen call. See, this is tough, because I definitely want to pen call, but I can discard any of these cards. So if I discard the Knowledge, I still get 3 counters on this. See, I want to keep the Purple Poison because I want to scale, and then I want to search a high scale off pen call and then a Harmonizing, so I can pen summon the Harmonizing. And I want to keep the Jackal King so I can pen summon it. So I'm going to discard the Knowledge. As weird as that might sound, that might not be the right play. But we're going to do it anyway, and we are going to get ourselves, we are definitely getting Harmonizing, and we already have our low scale and Purple Poison, so we're going to need a high scale. Unfortunately, we can't get Oath Dragon, because that just won't work out for us. I am going to get Black Fang here. Can't get 2 Harmonizings, unfortunately. That would be pretty cool if you could, though. Don't know why you would, though, because you can't use both effects. But anyway, we're going to use the effect of Abductor to remove the counters, get ourselves a copy of Jester Confit, and then we are going to use the effect of Jester Confit, and we're going to special summon it. Also, one cute thing you can do if you really want to is you can play an effect Veiler, because you can just search that off Abductor for another interruption if you really want to. Probably should mention that in deck profile, but I still think it's pretty cool. We are going to link to, unfortunately, we normal summoned, so I'm going to go to Crowley anyway, just to thin the deck out a bit more and get another card. Maybe we can pen summon. Actually, can I go to Crowley? I can't go to Crowley. No, I can't go to Crowley. Or I could, but I already used the Knowledge. I'm going to play 1 Knowledge. So I don't have enough targets. I'm just going to go to Daybreaker, I guess. It doesn't really make a difference. Generic Link 2. I know that the Link zones are kind of covered. I do apologize about that. But this is the best setup I can work with without having any glares. So now we're going to use Purple Poison in the scale. And we're going to use Black Fang in the scale. So we have a perfect Pendulum scale here. And then we're going to just pen summon here. So I'm going to put out Harmonizing. Actually, I'll put Harmonizing here. I'll put out the Jackal King. And I'll put out the Abductor from the extra deck and use the effect of our Harmonizing Magician. And I'm going to summon out, let's see here now. I guess I just summon out a Purple Poison, so I can go for a rank 4 play if I really want to. That's probably the best thing to do now that I'm looking at my cards. So let's not go for the rank 4 yet. Let's go for Selene. So we're going to link off the Daybreaker. And we're going to link off the Abductor for our proxy Selene. It's going to be a Zephyr Metaltron. Zephyr Metaltron is Selene. Same arrows, just why it's easy to use. And we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counters on it. That is pretty good. I'm going to remove 3 of them so we can special summon from the graveyard. Going to special summon the Jester Confit, which is the only thing that we have. And now from here, this is where things get tricky. So what we could do is we could Synchro 8 into Savage Dragon if you have it. You could overlay for Dweller. You could overlay for Tornado Dragon if you know that's going to be good for the matchup. Any rank 4 or level 8 Synchro that you think is needed. I'm just going to put Dweller out because I feel like Dweller is like one of the best generic cards to make right now. And then now here we have a couple options. So what we can do is if we play Appaloosa, this is a budget build, so I don't have Appaloosa, we could link the Link 3 Selene and the Jester Confit into an Appaloosa for 2. That'll give us 2 2 negates and the Dweller plus another negate if they activate a spell with a Jackal King. Or what we could do is we could just leave this, keep the negate off Jackal King, and then just have like a dead Jester Confit. Kind of makes the Jester Confit a bit pointless. If you were going for that play, then you're probably better off just leaving it in the graveyard. Or you could just like bring it back on your opponent's turn, because you can usually in your opponent's main phase. Really up to you. Overall, not the biggest board, but that's like 2 to 3 negates. Considering we didn't even get to the Servant, that's actually not that bad. Because like I said, you know, this is more of a budget variant. This isn't supposed to be like 5-6 negates. This is supposed to be like, you know, 3-4 negates, maybe 5 negates if you have like a really busted hand. But don't really expect more than 3 or 4. And I feel like in most situations, 4 is enough to get you there. Alright, so next hand, let's see what we get. Just gonna do one final cut. And hopefully we get something pretty good. So we got Black Fang, Secrets, Pen Call, Time Gazer, and Upstart. So one thing I really like about this deck, again I probably should mention this in the deck profile, is unlike other combo decks, Pendulum Magician and Pendulum variants in general are a lot more variable. Like a lot of other decks like Eldritch, Mermail, you just go to like the same line of plays every time. With Pendulum Magician, you have to go a different line every time. The end board might be the same, but you take different steps, use different cards. It's not any like 1, 2, 3 card combos. It's more so, what can I do with the 5 cards in my hand to make the best board going first or second. So this is a interesting one. So there's a couple of options that we have here. I could Upstart right off the bat. I could Secrets right off the bat. I think my best option, see, I want to thin the deck out as much as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Pen Call first. I'm going to Pen Call, discard the Black Fang. That gives us a Spellcaster Engrave for Selene at the worst. And I'm going to get ourselves, I'm just going to get Harmonizing and Oath Dragon. At the very worst, we have Scales. If we get a Scale 8, then we can just replace the Harmonizing with that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to discard the Time Gazer. You know, I was kind of being greedy, hoping that we can draw into a Chronograph there. But I think this is just a better play. So now we're going to go for Secrets. We're going to get Blue Boy. We're going to normal summon the Blue Boy. Blue Boy is going to get us the other Spellbook card that lets us draw. Where is it? Spellbook of Knowledge. And then from here, I think I'm going to Upstart first. Because if I draw like Jester Confit, that'd be pretty good. Let's see what we get. Do another cut because that was a weird shuffle. So we're going to get an Upstart Goblin off here. And we're going to draw a Jackal King. That's not bad. That is really not bad. So now what we're going to do is, we're already normal summoned, so we're kind of in a pickle here. We're going to scale the Oath Dragon, scale the Black Fang, then we're going to have to pen summon here. We're going to pen summon Jackal King, going to summon the Harmonizing Magician, and off the Harmonizing Magician we are going to get, it really doesn't matter because we're going to have to link one of them away. We'll just put out a Purple Poison Magician. So now from here, if we really wanted to, we could just overlay the Harmonizing and the Purple Poison for a Dweller, or make like a Draco Berserker Tenyu, whatever. Activate the Knowledge to send the Spellbook, the Blue Boy to the grave to draw 2, and then we have 2 interruptions because the Jackal King will get counters, and we can bring something back from the extra deck with Oath Dragon. Oh, we don't have any. Or what we could do is we can go into Selene and Appaloosa, I guess. So if we do this, go into Selene right away. Actually, yeah, I guess we'll just go straight into Selene. Doesn't really matter. Selene is going to have 5 counters this time, which is not bad. We're going to use Selene's... Actually, I think this is probably the worst play. We're going to use Selene's effect. We're going to bring back this. Yeah, actually, that's not the better play. I don't think that was the better play. I think the better play would have been just to overlay these 2. Just backtracking a bit again, do apologize. Making Dweller, activating Knowledge, getting counters on this, sending this to grave, and then drawing 2. And wow! Too bad we don't have a free scale. So unfortunately this isn't the best board, you know, Dweller plus 1 negate, but it's something. Maybe it'll get you there. Let me know in the comments if there's a way to make that hand better, because I feel like there probably was that I was missing. Also, I'm not claiming to be like a Pendulum expert or anything like that. I just picked up the deck again after not really playing it for the past year or so. So I do apologize if I don't make the most optimal plays. I do apologize if my theory isn't all there. Just trying to learn another deck besides Mermail, because as much as I love Mermail, I don't like how it's just Talkie Firebrax or Bust. Whereas, like I said earlier, this deck is a lot more variable, a lot more different plays you can make, a lot of different options, and every hand is different. You're not going for the same lines of play all the time, which I think is really, really cool. And Electro being banned, although it does suck, it kind of just makes the deck less linear in a way, because you're not going to Electromite every single turn. Like the Halki Firex deck's going to Halki Firex every single turn. So, let's get another hand here, see what we shall get. We're going to get Allure, Mastery, Knowledge, Curtain Raiser, and Secrets. Wow, this is really good. This is actually really, really good. So I'm going to go straight for the Mastery. Going to get myself a, whatchamacallit, Servant of Endymion real quick. Going to scale it. Going to play, ooh, do I play the Curtain Raiser? I'm trying to think. Do I play the Curtain Raiser or do I Alert? You know what, let's just go for the Secrets first to get a counter. Run a Secrets. Get Blue Boy. Blue Boy to hand. We're going to scale this. So that'll be 2. Curtain Raiser is going to summon itself. We're going to normal summon the Blue Boy. Blue Boy is going to get us the Secrets that we can't activate, unfortunately, because we already used one. And then I guess we're just going to Knowledge it away, because we're still going to have 2 monsters on board from the Servant, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, though, one thing to keep in mind, Servant can't be Pendulum Summoned, or can be Pendulum Summoned, but it can't be Special Summoned twice. So if you summon it from here, you can't summon it from the extra deck, so be careful with that, because I've made that mistake before. We're going to spell get Knowledge. This is going to go to 3, and we're going to draw 2. We're going to get, oh, Pen Call and Mighty Master. Wow. Okay. That was really good. That was really good. We're going to summon the Servant, get a counter on it, and get a counter on the Jackal King. So if they have Nibiru, we're good. Although, again, we're not really worrying about hand trap, just showing you the ceiling of the deck, so to say. Now we have a few options here. So I want to keep this Mighty Master in my hand. I really do. I think I'm just going to Pen Call away the Alert, which will get my Jackal King to 3 counters. So now we can link off the Servant and still have the Negate, which is nice. And we're going to get definitely the Harmonizing Magician, and I'm going to need a low scale. So I will get Purple Poison this time. And I'm going to scale them both. Bam, bam. So this will go to 7 counters, which is important for Selene and stuff like that, and Mighty Master. Now from here, we're going to link 2 into anything. Actually, let me think. Should I go to Cross Sheep, or do I go to Cross Sheep later? Because I will be able to make Cross Sheep off of the Endymion. Yeah, we're going to go to Cross Sheep here. Actually, no, we're not going to go to Cross Sheep yet. I think we're going to go to Cross Sheep later. I should be able to make it, I think. We're going to link to, can't go to Daybreaker. Oh, wait, I have to go to Cross Sheep because I'm using the Abyss Actor. That's my only generic link too. Yeah, another thing why I think playing like IP Masquerade would be pretty good in this deck is because then you don't have to waste your Cross Sheep, because Cross Sheep's the only link 2 I could summon right now using the Abyss Actor. So now we're going to Pendulum Summon. So we're going to summon out the Curtain Raiser from the extra deck. Can't summon the Servant. We're going to summon out the Harmonizing over here and use the effect of the Harmonizing Magician. That is going to get us a... Where is it? Where's the 7? Where's the level 7 that I play? There it is. Dragonhood Magician. Over here. And then... I'm trying to think now. If I get rid of 6 counters, then this will only have 1. You know, we're going to go with the risky play. Screw it. We're going to summon this. Overlay these. Summon out Odd Eyes. And then we're going to link this. And yeah. The Harmonizing Magician into pretty much anything. Oh, actually, no, we can't do that. Hold on. Let me backtrack again. My apologies. We can't do that because my zones are going to be covered. So you know what instead we can do? We can just summon out another level 4 off of the Harmonizing, just to backtrack a bit. Summon the Purple Poison. And then from here we can just go into Selene. Actually, no, we can't go to Selene. These aren't spellcasters. We go to Selene with these, because we need a spellcaster for Selene. At least one. Going to summon out Celine. Celine is going to bring back a card and also get a ton of counters. Well, actually, first off, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8. And then we're going to have 5. So we're going to summon that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 from Celine, 1 from the Jackal to summon the Mighty Master, which is another negate. Actually, no, we should leave 1 on this and put this to 5. Because I don't really need more than that. We're going to overlay these 2 and go into a rank 4 of choice. Again, Dweller, something. We'll go for Tornado Dragon this time. Screw it. Tornado Dragon. So that's 1, 2, that's 3 interruptions again. But what you could also do is if you have Appaloosa, link these to Appaloosa, and then you'll have 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions, which really isn't that bad. Again, you'll notice that we're really just getting to 3 interruptions a lot, which in the context of things like Adamantipator, Eldritch, if I can say that correctly, and a lot of the Howk decks, it's really not that much. But considering the fact that you can build this entire deck for probably less than $100, probably even like, honestly, maybe even like $50, can't really complain. You know, for the price of 2 Halky Firebraxes, which a lot of the Halky Firebrax decks plays, you can just build this entire deck for the most part, which I think is pretty cool. I think most of the stuff from Pendulum Evolution is like less than $1. So again, if you're looking for a good, cheap, fun deck to play that isn't just Halky Firebrax Turbo, this is probably one of your better options because you can definitely do some damage with this deck. Let's do one more testing. I think I'm not sure how long it's been. I can't see the timer from where I'm sitting, but I think it's been at least like 15-20 minutes. So let's see what we got here. Mastery, wow. Black Fang, okay. Duelist Alliance, Secrets, and Abductor. Wow. Okay. So I could scale the Abductor, use Mastery. I'm going to play a little bit risky here. I'm not sure this is going to work out, but we're going to try. We're going to learn together. We're going to scale the Abductor. This is super risky. I probably would never do this in an actual game. I just want to see if this would work. We're going to play the Mastery. That's going to get 2 counters on the Abductor. Mastery will get us a Servant. And the reason why I would never actually do this is because I'm going to scale the Servant here, which will get this to 3. Going to play the Duelist Alliance, which will get this to 4. Good thing I have 5 dice on me, or 4 dice on me. And this to 1. Going to get ourselves the Pendulum Call. Going to play the Spellbook of Secrets, which will get this to 5, this to 2. Secrets is going to get ourselves the Blue Boy, which we're going to summon. Blue Boy is going to get us the other Spellbook that we play. Where is it? Spellbook of Knowledge. Okay, and now here, I'm going to just pen call away the knowledge, I think. Pen call the knowledge. So this goes to 3. This goes to 6. We're going to get ourselves... Let's see here now. So we're going to be stuck with this in the scale, the Abductor. So we need a high scale. We already have the Black Fang. So we could just use that, actually. So I'm going to get a purple... Actually, no, I'm going to get a Dragon Pit. I'm going to get a Dragon Pit here just because we can maybe use it. We're going to use the Servant effect. It's going to summon itself. And we're going to get ourselves the Jackal King again. You could summon Mighty Master if you really want to. I just typically prefer to summon the Jackal King for the negate. And then we're going to scale the Black Fang. So this is going to go to 7. Actually, no, I'm not going to scale the Black Fang. I'm going to remove 3 counters from this and get Mighty Master. And scale that. That's just better, I think. So this will be 4. This will be 3. Because I want to summon the Mighty Master. I guess I didn't need to get the Dragon Pit then. I could have summoned it off Harmonizing, but it's not that big of a deal. We're going to link these 2. And I can't go to... Well, I could go to Crowley just because it's a generic link too. You know what? Yeah, we'll just summon the Crowley just for the arrows, really. Although it doesn't really matter, the arrows. We don't have to link someone, actually, because the only thing I can summon out... I can't summon anything from the extra deck, actually. So I didn't have to link there. But I guess I needed them out of the way anyway. Yeah, now we're going to pen summon. Actually, no, I should summon Daybreaker. Sorry. I'm going to summon Daybreaker just because I need counters. So Daybreaker is going to have 1 spell counter, right? And if I summon a spellcaster, so you can get more to his own points to, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah. We're just doing this for counters to summon the Mighty Master. Now we're going to pen summon. So, we're going to go Harmonizing, Black Fang. Actually, I'll put the Dragon Pit there. Black Fang here, Harmonizing effects can activate. And we're going to get ourselves a Purple Poison. So this is going to get 2 counters, right? Because there's 2 spellcasters now? No, it's just going to get 1. Okay, because they were summoned at the same time. So I'm pretty sure it only gets 1. Alright. Now, what we're going to do is overlay these 2 just to get them out of the way. Summon out any rank 4 that we want. So Dweller, again. Let's think now. I don't need anything on Abductor, really. So I'll leave 1 counter on Abductor. Take both of them off of this. So that's 3. Wait, no, how many did I have? I had 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want 2 on this at least. So we still have the negate. Bring out the Mighty Master. Overlay the Mighty Master in the Dragon Pit to summon our Tornado Dragon. Oh, not Tornado Dragon, my bad. Wrong Exceed. Our Odd Eyes. Then we're going to link into Cross Sheep. So link that, link this. Summon Cross Sheep. Effect of the Absolute to summon the Vortex Dragon. Effect of the Cross Sheep to summon a level 4 or lower. Only option is going to be this guy. So we're going to summon that. And now from here we have a couple options. We could just make a straight Appaloosa right here, if you play Appaloosa. What I think we could do that's actually pretty cool, though, is we can make Selene with... I guess I'll leave the Black Fang, it doesn't really matter. I'd rather have the Black Fang in the extra deck. Screw it, doesn't really matter. We'll leave one of them. And we'll summon out Selene right here. Use Selene's effect. Actually, we can't really use Selene's effect. Actually, we can use Selene's effect. What am I saying? We're going to have counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have 6 counters on Selene. We're going to remove 3 of them to leave it at 3. And we're going to summon out the Mighty Master. So with this hand, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 interruptions, I guess. Right? That's not that bad. I feel like I played that really risky. I feel like I might have done something wrong there. But, you know, one thing I want to demonstrate with this deck that I feel like I've done throughout this video is this deck's just really fun to play. You know, so many different lines of play, so many different things you can do. It's not just memorize combos, go there. It's, oh, I can do this. And you figure out a lot of stuff as you go. And it's one of the more fun decks you test hands with because there's just so many different lines of play you can do. And so much you can do with the spell counter cards, with the magician cards. And it's a really fun deck. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. And bye-bye.